Some mornings, you don't wake up with answers. You wake up with a prayer, a cry for God to listen, to defend, to protect what's right. Psalm 17 begins not with bold confidence, but with humble honesty. Hear me, Lord, my plea is just. Listen to my cry. Maybe that's where your heart is today. Not full of strength, but full of need. Not certain about the path ahead, but sure that you don't want to walk it without God. And that's enough. Because this prayer is for those who feel overlooked, misunderstood, pressed on every side, yet still choose to lift their voice to heaven. This morning, you don't have to impress God. You just have to come honestly. And let your prayer rise like David's, real, raw, and ready to be heard. Because he listens and he responds.
David wasn't asking for revenge. He was asking for justice. Not to prove himself right, but to be seen, heard, and defended by the only one who truly knows the heart. He prayed, "Though you probe my heart, though you examine me at night and test me, you will find that I have planned no evil." David knew something we often forget. God doesn't just look at outcomes. He sees intentions. He sees the tears behind the silence, the restraint behind the scenes, the quiet obedience no one claps for. And that's where peace begins, in trusting that you don't have to defend yourself when God is your defender. When lies surround you, He knows the truth. When injustice rises, He will respond. When your character is questioned, He sees the motive. Psalm 17 is a bold reminder. You can stop striving to be understood. You can lay down the pressure to fight your battles alone. Because God is not passive. He is present. And when you live with a pure heart, you walk under His protection.
Living with integrity doesn't mean life will be easy. It means you will need protection, not just from danger, but from discouragement, from deception, from the quiet pull to give up and walk another way. David prayed, "Keep me as the apple of your eye. Hide me in the shadow of your wings." That's not a metaphor. It's a cry from a soul that knows what it feels like to be targeted, to be surrounded, to be weary from doing right in a world that rewards the opposite. But here's the promise. God sees you. He guards what is His. He hides those who trust Him in a place where no weapon can reach. You may not see the shield, but it's there. You may not hear the wings, but they cover you. You may not feel strong, but you are held. So today, if you feel exposed, vulnerable, misunderstood for choosing truth, remember, you are hidden in God, and the one who defends righteousness has already surrounded you with His mercy.
God doesn't respond to performance. He responds to truth. Not polished words, but honest hearts. Psalm 17 is not elegant, it's earnest. David isn't trying to impress God. He's trying to reach Him. He says, "I call on you, my God, for you will answer me. Turn your ear to me and hear my prayer." There's no doubt in his voice, only confidence in the character of the one he's praying to.
You don't need perfect words today. You just need a real heart. A heart that says, Lord, I trust you. Even when I don't understand. Even when I feel alone. Even when justice hasn't come yet. I believe you still hear me. And He does. God listens to the prayer of the sincere. He leans in to the one who speaks from a place of honesty. When you bring Him your real fears, your real questions, your real longings, He responds with real love. So let your prayer be honest today. Let it come from the depth of who you are, because that's the kind of prayer that moves heaven.
Waiting is one of the hardest parts of faith. You pray, you trust, you do what's right, and still silence. But silence isn't absence, and delay isn't denial. David knew what it meant to wait, to be pursued by enemies, to be misunderstood, to live in the tension between what God promised and what he saw. And yet, in Psalm 17, he holds on. He says, "When I awake, I will be satisfied with seeing your likeness." That's the posture of real faith, choosing to believe that the greatest answer to your prayer is not what changes around you, but the one who stays with you through it all. If you're still waiting today, you are not forgotten. Your tears are counted. Your cries are heard. God is not ignoring you. He's preparing the best answer for the best moment. And when it comes, it will satisfy your soul in ways you never imagined. So keep trusting. Keep walking. Keep waiting in hope. Because he will answer.
Lord, today I don't come to impress you. I come to be with you, to be seen, to be heard, to be covered by your presence. Thank you for being my defender, for fighting battles I cannot see, for standing in front of me when I feel too weak to stand at all. You know my heart. You know my intentions. You know the truth, even when others don't. So I rest in that. I rest in you. Cover me with your wings today. Keep my steps steady, my spirit calm, my mind at peace. When the enemy accuses, speak for me. When fear rises, be my courage. When justice feels far, remind me that you are near. Let my life reflect integrity. Let my heart stay soft. Let my voice rise to you, not in perfection, but in truth. And when this day is done, may I say with peace, I saw the hand of God. In Jesus' name, amen.